Hello, everyone. Welcome to the American Horror Story Weekly Wednesday live stream. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Blaze, you are awesome. Thank you so much for your sincere hello. Hello to you too, Blaze. And of course, hello to White Bear, all of you that are here right now. I know I just started a little early. I just figured, what the heck? So let's talk about AHS. We haven't gotten obviously any news, but since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I kind of thought it'd just be a nice little fun try to just, maybe just have a little chat about Thanksgiving and American Horror Story together. Hello, Adam. It is so great to see you. I love your face picture because that's from Scream Queens. uh, let's see. Is it Gemma? Might be Gemini. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. Hello to you too. Hello, Brenda. It is so great to have you here. And of course, Debbie, Baby. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys, and thank you all so much for being here. So, one of my favorite YouTubers, DJ Marino, put out a new video that talked about 5 ways he would have changed American Horror Story. So, I was watching that today while I was doing the dishes and kind of getting things ready in the kitchen for Thanksgiving. And I really loved his ideas, such as number one, he would not have actually left P Town. He would have kept everything that was in Red Tide all together in P Town. Good evening, Hazel from the United States, from Texas. It's so great to have you here from South Africa. Thank you for being here. Blaze says, I like how Ryan takes other actors from some of his other shows and puts them in. I love AHS. Yes, I love it too. Thank you so much, Debbie. I feel like Thulsa Doom right now, and those of you who have actually watched Conan will know what I'm saying. My hair is insanely long right now, so I thought if I just kind of threw some curl in there, maybe it would just pull it up and it wouldn't be so long because it could wrap around my neck twice. And it could still wrap around my neck twice. But I do still feel like Thulsa Doom, and if you guys have never watched Conan, I highly recommend it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of his first movies, not the first, but it's a great movie, and I feel like Thulsa Doom right now. I'm just missing the bangs, like the terrible bangs that Thulsa had. So, okay. And another thing that EJ talked about was how there were so many conspiracy theories in actually the second half. So it just really just took everything over. A lot of people really didn't kind of get the concept and really they just felt overwhelmed. And I'm sorry, I forgot to turn on my light. They just felt overwhelmed by all of the conspiracy theories that were pushed in front of you. You got the lizard people, JFK's death, Marilyn Monroe's death, the alien conspiracy itself. I mean, there's just so many conspiracy theories that they did just in 4 episodes. It was almost like it made your brain explode at certain times. I know it did mine. So, absolutely was a really good idea from EJ. Definitely would have taken out all of the conspiracy theories as well. Just put it there for the just would have stayed with 1 or 2, not a whole bunch of them. And thank you so much, White Bear. You are so sweet. And Hazel, I will get right. Thank you so much for the hair compliment, by the way. I will definitely get to your comment here in just 1 second. EJ also said that he would have taken out the millennials, and because since that they really served no purpose, I understand. I absolutely would have. I just loved his ideas. And he also said one thing about giving them more episodes, that it just would have been right and proper to actually give Death Valley and Red Tide a proper 10 or 12 episode season with a proper finale. Because for it to just go the way it did at one point was just, it went from 3,000 to 0 in like just a few seconds. What with, Harry's dying and then all of the pills that broke in, it just went from just so accelerated and then it just slowed and stopped and went to LA. Yeah, so if you guys haven't had a chance to see EJ's video, please go check it out. It is on his channel, EJ Marino, and like I said, I loved his video. And I also made a video myself about how I would have changed the finale of AHS Red Tide and Death Valley. Just the finale only. I am having a video coming out that is going to talk about how I would have changed the whole season completely, using their basis. Anyway, another thing that I'm really excited to talk to you guys about is that I have some great parody videos that I've been recording and working on and writing scripts for and doing test recordings for, and they are coming out really well. So if any of you out there are my patrons, there is one test video actually up right now that you guys could go check out and kind of see what I have in mind and maybe where I'm going to go with this whole idea. You can absolutely go check that out. And I will be taking a little bit of time out in December and January, just a very small bit of time. I have a brand new book coming out in February, actually on February 2nd. The link is already out there for pre-sales, and I have a lot of stuff to finish. Like there's the last run through of editing. I need to get approval in certain sections of it because it is a memoir. And then book jacket, all that kind of stuff has to all come together, and then it has to be approved by the actual publisher. So I have a lot to do in 2 months for my new book. So I am still going to be doing the weekly Wednesday live streams, and I am still going to be putting out videos. It just isn't going to be as accelerated as like it once was when AHS was in season. So I do apologize about that. And only for the month of December and January will I be ceasing reporting news live if we get information about season 11. It's just like I said, just for 2 months, I am going to be dedicated to my book and making sure that it comes out right. And this one, I think, is even going to come out in hardcover. So I'm really excited. This book is my 6th book that is being published. And finally, I have a book coming out in a hardcover. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, that's just stuff that's going to be going on. So like I said, weekly Wednesday live streams are definitely going to be here. Videos, just not as much as frequency. Just please know that I am working on putting out a brand new book. So, all right. The ending of Red Tide asks, Hazel asked what I thought about it. I didn't like it. I was very upset with it. Number one, because I wanted justice for Doris. That was my top priority, was justice for Doris. Didn't get it. That made me upset. And then second of all, Ryan and Brad have this wonderful tendency to take negative characters, such as, like Tate, Sister Mary Eunice, and Sister Jude, and just Dandy, just negative characters, and making them serve sufferings for consequences to their actions. He always makes sure that these awful villains get what they deserve. And I have to say that the best ending happened to Sister Jude when, she started losing she got locked up in the asylum, and then she started losing her mind. She was imprisoned there, and then Kit saved her. So, and then she actually got a peaceful, forgiving ending. I thought that was fantastic. That was a beautiful ending. So in my opinion, Ryan and Brad has a fantastic track record of taking the villains of the show and giving them hardcore consequences. All of them. Even Dr. Arden got hardcore consequences. Alma got none. Ursula got none, and neither did the chemist. And the only characters that were somewhat redeemable in the show, Harry had potential, Doris, Mickey, Karen, those 4, they were eaten basically alive by those who took advantage of them, those who gaslit them. And the villains got all away with it. They served absolutely no consequence and no punishment to their actions. So this season, I did not like whatsoever. It had potential in the beginning to be the best season of AHS ever in history. However, those finales were terrible. And again, all of the conspiracy theories, we didn't need all of them. And the fact that it was just everywhere in every single episode. I mean, they even introduced a new conspiracy theory in the finale of Death Valley. And it was too much. It was just way too much. So I really wish that they would have done better with Red Tide. And I actually did do a video, Hazel, where I changed the ending and gave justice for Doris. So go check out my theory videos if you guys would like to. And again, more videos will be coming out. And a couple of you had some fantastic theories. And because I was just so busy during the season, I did not get a chance to make best AHS fan theory video, but that one is coming out next week. So be ready for that because you guys had some fantastic theories. Blaze is saying, I just got done watching Happy Death Day. Oh, I do like watching Happy Death Day as well. That was a good movie. Decent. Hazel says, I also wish that we got to see more of TB Karen. Don't you? Yes. I didn't need to see her painting. I understand that there was a lot of you out there and that you were very adamant that you had to know what Karen created. However, I think anything that they would have shown us in her painting would have not surpassed our expectations. So I'm one of the people who was very glad that we did not get to see her painting. I know I included it in the finale that I, remade on my videos. However, I really didn't need to see it. I just know that it would have been her, her perfect one. So, yeah, just didn't happen whatsoever. And then, of course, there was nothing about Lark. What the hell? We only got Billy Lord for like 1 or 2 episodes. And that wasn't enough. Let's see. Debbie says, love Theory season. And Burning Day Letter says, I wish season 10 was scrapped. I feel like they actually spit in our faces, making us believe this was going to be the best season ever. And then just purposefully ruining it. Like they hate us as fans. It's almost like they want us to stop watching the show so they can end it and Ryan and Brad can keep going on to their more prevalent, shows that they're actually doing. Because, of course, Ryan has, the Jeffrey Dahmer one that's coming out. He's got The Watcher that's coming out. He has so many people that are so many shows and so many people that are going to be headlining. He is so busy, in my opinion. They are just beating a dead horse right now, though I am kind of glad that they're beating a dead horse because I absolutely do love this show and I'm glad that they keep trying, though I wish they would just try a little harder, you know what I mean? Okay, so Blaze is like, I don't even understand why Lily was in Death Valley. Exactly. Jesse says, I think Ryan tries so hard to leave unfinished storylines so he can make like 5 or more crossover seasons, right? And then to drive us nuts, Jesse, so I'll make theory videos. Hazel says, one last question, and this is just left field. When Karen walks into the sea, could future seasons be about Karen and the sirens, or was the sirens there just to throw us off? I think it was there just to throw us off. Absolutely. I don't think there's going to be any season about sirens ever, sadly. And I really hate to say that, but I really do think that was just... Now that I go back and I look at the promos for season 10, it really is just a pale person tongue messing with the alien and the black pill is in the middle. So the promotion material made it absolutely seem like the season was going to connect, and it doesn't at all. And that's the thing. I would have made them connect. 1 and 2, Red Tide and Death Valley. I totally would have made them connect due to that's what their promo material was leading towards. If that wasn't what they were actually leading towards, they should have done something different with their promo material, in my opinion. They should have actually changed the poster and made it to where we see there are differences. And I think even Leslie Grossman went online and talked to a reporter about how the 2 seasons were going to connect and that it's going to blow people's minds. But then again, don't forget that in Apocalypse, Taissa Farmiga, I'm so sorry. I'm just going a little brain fart right now. I'm so sorry. Anyway, all the witches who were in Coven basically went online and they were like, no, we're not coming back for season 8. Sorry. And then the next thing you know, they're all there in season 8. So I think they do that a lot to throw us off and to try to make us think one way when yet they're doing another. And I absolutely appreciate them for doing this sometimes. However, Damn, Red Tide and Death Valley sure had potential. So I will be going downstairs very soon to make a little early dinner for my kids, but let's talk a little bit about Thanksgiving. Are you guys going to be staying at home, or are you going to be going out for the holidays to go see your family? Personally, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually kind of depressed about Thanksgiving because I wanted to see my parents. My birthday is not this coming Sunday, but it's next Sunday. And I told my parents, my brothers, my husband, I told everybody that the only thing I want as a birthday present is to just see my parents and my brothers. I haven't seen them since COVID, and it's been a really long time. So yeah, I just really miss them very much. And so Blick was going to make that happen, but unfortunately, we're facing car trouble. So my parents live 2 hours away, and there's no way I am actually able to drive 2 hours to go see them and then drive the 2 hours to get back, especially when I can't see in the dark. Sadly, with the arsenic poisoning, a lot of my vision disintegrated, sadly, and I can't really see in the dark very well. So it sucks. However, hopefully it'll still work out. I am not going to, sadly be with my parents, but I'm going to be here with my husband and my kids, our neighbors, of course, and their kids. So I am not making a turkey because I made a turkey one year. I made a turkey in 2005. Blake and I were living in Florida. This was right before we got married, and we just decided that year we weren't going to travel to Texas and go through all that hectic flying and then trying to, be with both families in one day because that's really hard on two people. So we decided we would stay in Florida and just have our own little romantic Thanksgiving. And I made a turkey, and it came out so bloody. And I don't understand too. I cooked it to the time and to the oven temperature and all per the instructions. I called my mom 8 times. I had a bloody awful turkey. And so ever since then, I've just told myself I'm just never going to make a turkey ever again. I'm just not that advanced when it comes to my cooking skills. My mother is, however, I'm not. So every year since then, my husband and I have either went to somebody's house for Thanksgiving, like his brother would sometimes deep fry like 8 different turkeys with all these different seasonings, and we'd go over there and have Thanksgiving. But for the past couple of years, it's just been Blake and myself with the kids. And so we've either gone out to eat, which is fine, but I love leftovers. I love leftovers. I love eating the whole day on turkey, potatoes, sweet potatoes, pie, green beans, all that crap. I love eating all day long on Thanksgiving. So you don't get that if you eat out. So one year we decided, okay, we'll just order a turkey from the barbecue restaurant. That's our favorite. It was almost $100 for that turkey, but I did not have to cook it. And the kids ate basically the entire thing. So it was wonderful. It was like a 15-pound turkey that was smoked in a smokehouse. So I have to say, yes, that was awesome. I don't cook turkeys. I will cook pies. I will cook sides, but I will not cook a turkey. Trey says, am I the only weirdo who loves canned cranberry sauce plopped right up on a dish and sliced up, can indention lines and all? It's the best. Yes. That's when you know that you grew up probably like in the 80s or the 90s with Thanksgivings, because my grandmother used to make ambrosia from scratch on Thanksgiving and Christmas, but that was when she could, that's when she was much younger. Now she has passed away, but at one certain point, because of all the work it took to make ambrosia, she was just like, hell with it. I'm just going to put out canned cranberry. The little lines that went around it and everything sliced up, my brother and I would totally hog it on our side of the table. And my grandfather and I would hog the gravy. So I really miss the old-fashioned Thanksgivings. And if this were like, I don't know, I guess this Our House is when that happened, or Death of a Salesman. It's either one of the two, probably Our House. When they go back and they relive one day that's just an ordinary day where they get to see ordinary things. And I would absolutely love to go back and see an ordinary day that I had with my grandparents and my family when I was a kid, because that's awesome. Especially when you're a kid, the holidays is the best time. When you're an adult, you have to do everything, clean everything, and it sucks. There's a lot of anxiety and pressure. Not this year. This year, I'm having it made for me while I take a diazepam and have absolutely no anxiety and enjoy myself. So, Jesse says, American Horror Story, Thanksgiving. I know, right? And I can't help it, but I always cry when I think about a turkey being killed for Thanksgiving. Any other day, it's fine. But all the turkeys that are killed on Thanksgiving, it really upsets me. Mike, it is so great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. We love ya. Um, Debbie says, first time having people in my house in almost 2 years. Woo, girl, good luck with that because I ain't had nobody in my house. No, I'm just kidding. Just like the neighborhood kids, they've come over and hung with the kids and stuff like that. But you're going to have a great time. I do miss the kind of social interaction that, we get from these holidays. Hazel says, thank you for the live stream. Have to go now. It's past midnight here. Woo! You're a fan, girl. I stayed up here to see you all. Happy Thanksgiving and always stay scary. Yes, and Hazel, beware of sexy Scathitch. Jesse, I love Jesse's comment that says, me and my family are having Swinson TV dinners with JK. But do you guys remember from Scream Queens season 1, Chanel number 3 went home for Thanksgiving and they all ate Swinson Thanksgiving dinners. That was hilarious. I love you, Jesse. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I've caught up on the comments and I do apologize that the live stream is not going to be a normal 30 minutes today. I just have to make one last trip to HEB. I got to make sure that I got everything for the dinner tomorrow. And I got to go pick up the turkey. So all I'm going to do is just slide that beautiful bitch in the oven, heat her up. She's good to go. She comes with everything. I love Smoky Moe's. The only thing I'm going to do is actually make pies. And that's because my kids love making pies. They love it. And I remember, of course, being in the kitchen with my mom in Thanksgiving and Christmas and birthdays and all that stuff, and making cakes and pies and all of those delicious treats with her. And it was just something very special for me. So I'm going to do that, of course, with the kids tomorrow. So we're not going to actually make a dinner that's already made for us. We're just going to buy it. Thank you, Jesus, for that. And then we're just going to make our own pies. So let me know what you guys are doing in the comment section. And I love Jesse's comment right here. It says, oh boy, so we tried to get those huge pumpkin pies at Costco, but the freaking line to get to the parking lot was insane. I know. I did pick up a pumpkin pie from HEB like a couple of days ago. They were only $3 and they were fresh in the bakery. And they weren't like their gourmet pumpkin pies. So I picked one up, stuck it in the freezer, and I thought, just in case I can't find anything, we've got a pumpkin pie as backup. So yeah, trying to think about that. Now, what scary movies are you guys going to watch tomorrow? Because let's just be honest here. I love getting up in the morning and watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I do that with my children every year because it was a tradition with me and my oldest brother, Scott. He is he's a little older than me. He's in his late 40s, but my goodness, if he were here, we would still be doing that. But we have been watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade every Thanksgiving morning since we were little together. My other brother, Bobby, never wanted to watch it, but we always watched it together. So I always watch it with my kids every morning on Thanksgiving. And then after that, we just like to kind of mess around. I like to put on a movie and maybe play some video games, maybe play some Sims. I call my parents. I'll talk to my best friend, Britt. I'll do things like that. Now, I want to know what scary movie you guys are going to put on when you get a chance, because we're all horror fanatics here. We love scary movies. And I know that my kids are going to be immediately after we eat the turkey and everything, they're going to say, let's put up the Christmas tree. Because I have had to fight these kids for weeks now. They have wanted to put up Christmas trees for weeks. And I've been telling them, no, you have to wait until after Thanksgiving. That is the tradition that I always stick with. When they don't live here anymore, if they want to put a Christmas tree up in June, they can do it. But I don't do that here. I wait until after the Thanksgiving meal, and then you put the Christmas stuff up. So Jesse says, tomorrow I'm watching Malignant. Oh, I've heard that movie was so good. I really want to see that. I think I saw the ending to it on Foundflix. However, it was still shown to be a really good movie. Adam says I'm rewatching the 2 Thanksgiving episodes from Scream Queens tonight. Ooh, I love that. Oh, Trace, thank you so much for the happy Thanksgiving wishes. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, darling. Debbie says I made so much food. Pumpkin spice cheesecake for dessert. My sister-in-law is the baker, and she'll bring 2 or 3 pies. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Oh, God, Debbie. My brother and his wife are the pie makers in our family. So every single year, Bobby and Amy will make pecan, chocolate, pumpkin. They'll even make mincemeat pie. And if you guys have never had mincemeat pie, it is so good. It's my dad's favorite. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's always at our table because it's my daddy's favorite. So, Debbie, you guys are awesome. I wish I would be going to your house. Debbie also said there's a Blumhouse film called Pilgrim that looks very interesting. Excuse me. And I also know that Bruce Campbell's new movie, Black Friday, is coming out on Friday. And absolutely, I am going to rent that. It is a like comedy horror movie, a dark comedy horror movie on demand. And it's on Peacock. It's not on Hulu, but it's also like on Amazon and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to watch that on Friday. I don't do Black Friday. I don't believe in trampling people just to get a gift for somebody. That's messed up. And that's just not what Christmas is, in my opinion, is all about. So also let me know, guys, in the comments, will you be Black Friday shopping? Because I don't mean that comment to say you guys are crappy. You shouldn't be going. But it's just saying, that's just my personal opinion. I don't need, if I do go on Black Friday, it is to the bookstore. And that's it. Just so I can get some more of my drugs that I need, which is books and movies. So absolutely. Let me know in the comments if you guys are also going to do some Black Friday shopping. Trey says Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Oh, I know. I love that movie. Oh my God. It is so great. I actually watched it near Halloween with my husband. He had never seen it before. And I said, babe, just trust me. This is a great movie. We've got to watch this. Trace, you have great taste in movies, I have to say. White Bear Production says, not a horror movie, but I'm re-watching Midnight Mass. You know what? Maybe that's what I will watch because I haven't seen Midnight Mass yet. However, I kind of know a little bit about it, so maybe that's what I'll watch. If you guys can see back here, this is my horror movie. Well, these are DVDs that are so good that they can't go with the regular DVDs. They have to be in my special DVD collection. Sort of like Gem and the Holograms, Return to Oz, Scream Queens, Slumber Party Massacre, Sorority House Massacre, that kind of stuff. But I have all of this stuff right here. This is all my horror collection. So it's really difficult to go through here and think, what am I going to watch? What am I going to watch? I already ran through the It movies today. That was fantastic. Actually, I started them last night with my husband, and I loved that. The new It movies. I have the Friday the 13th right there. I got Christine. I got Dario Argento, and I love my little Ashy Slashy. And yes, I absolutely have Pop Funkos. Absolutely do, especially from Ash versus Evil Dead. So I am definitely going to, and I have, of course, my American Horror Stories, all that stuff. So I am definitely going to have a lot of stuff to watch tomorrow. But I think Black Mass might be something to finally watch because I wanted to watch Chucky, the new TV series, but I want to wait until all of the episodes have been shown so I can binge them. I'm just that kind of person. I can't help it. So I really hope that that happens then. White Bear Productions, you are so badass. I think I'm literally going to put on Midnight Mass tonight. Thank you for that suggestion. You are so badass. Blaze says I picked up the whole Friday the 13th franchise at Walmart for $10. Are you serious? Holy crap, Blaze. That is a deal. Jesse says, oh, love your Pop Funkos. Yes, I love you too, Jesse. Thank you. I love them. They were all gifts. I did not purchase. Well, actually, I did. I got Ruby, but the rest of them were gifts to me because my daughter and my husband know how much I love them. Debbie says, Black Friday traumatized me. When my oldest was 6, I got hit in the head with a falling Barbie dream house and bitches stepped over my body to get their toys. Never again, not in 20 years. Oh my God, Debbie, that is totally messed up. And that is exactly the reason why I don't do Black Friday. I honestly cannot imagine stepping over a human being's body to buy a toy for my kid. That's ridiculous. And that's not what I would ever want to show my kid. So, Debbie, I am so glad that you are okay and alive, and I'm sure you're traumatized. Absolutely. I have the name of a great therapist if you need one. He's mine. He's fantastic. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much again for being here. If I do have a little bit of time, I'll live stream tomorrow and we'll talk about our Thanksgivings. Maybe just kind of have a little convo and maybe just if I've had a chance to maybe see some of Black Mass, maybe we'll talk about that too. So thank you all so much for being here during this live stream. Again, your support and your love for AHS and my channel means so much to me. I'm really grateful for all of you and thank you all so much for being here. Please don't forget, if you are driving somewhere or if you're having friends over, be careful on the alcohol, be careful on the drugs, no fights, don't have the cops called, keep the music really high, and just be safe and have a great time with your family because that's what Thanksgiving is for. You give thanks for the people who were here and who love you and who basically care about you. So spend that day having a great day with your family. Thank you all so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Happy Thanksgiving, Jesse. You are all the best, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you again for being at this live stream. Love you all. Mwah. Bye, everybody.